But like the little video in my corner and the video in the main
Oh,
are different, and that's funny to me.
just testing out. That's like the official IT test. Yeah, we just got to test the
Yeah,
latency on the video.
look how bendy my face gets. It's funny to me. Did you make it darker? Am I darker because of
No,
you?
it is a little darker. Okay, first off, I don't know if I like what that could
I don't
mean.
either. I regret it immediately. I don't enjoy what I said.
Did you?
Nobody's comfortable
Am I
today.
darker because of you know what? I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna see myself out.
All right, it's been a good run.
I apologize, but
Why does mine look so fucking shitty?
do you have a light on you?
Yeah, look how much of a
Oh yeah, that's a light. Yeah, just right there. Hold it right there. Whole time.
it's a sitting. It's good.
Like you're telling scary stories.
Oh, we should do this.
And then I watched the movie. Ooh.
Claw hand hook car. Oh no.
All right. Just the checkup, the like post-op thing. And when I was leaving, this woman gets in the elevator, and thankfully we only had to go like a couple floors, but she is like standing on the opposite corner, and then like looks over at me and it's like, "Hi, how's it going?" I was like, "Hey," and then she like
Well,
kind of
that's illegal.
well they. So I called the police. I had
Yeah.
no choice. I had no choice. She made me. I didn't want to.
You mean hi how you're doing, you fucking psycho.
I didn't want to, but I had to.
Had to.
I had to make a citizen's arrest. She could have ran off and talked to more people.
About how the fuck I was doing.
But
What do you mean, hi, how are you doing? That's bananas. That's
she
bananas.
walks out. I got the goods. He told me. He's doing all right. Got the inside scoop straight to TMZ. But she's like says whatever, and then kind of looks away, and then like looks back, and starts like looking at my shirt, and then like does the thing where she like takes a step to get like more in front so she can see more, and she goes, "Oh, musician," and I'm like, "Oh no, it's Michael Jordan and Spike Lee," and she goes, "Oh yeah," and then kind of like turns back, but at this time like the doors were opening, so she starts to like get out, and we have to like go the same way. And then we start walking, and I'm kind of like on my phone, and it's not like a huge walk, so it's like 10 seconds later, and she turns and she's like, "Oh, I meant I asked if you were a musician," and I'm like, "Oh no, haha." I was like, "I'm a fan though," and then she just like kept kind of walking. I'm a fan of music. I've tapped my toe once or twice, and then she just kept walking. She's like, "Oh, all right, bye," and then just like walked.
Well, I mean, like she knew that it didn't go great, you know. She's like, you know what? Cut my losses. I'm fucking out. No, you're right. I did sound really weird. All right. Have a good day. Fuck
She
me.
recognized. She's like, "Yeah, I fucked that one up. I'm not gonna lie."
Yep. That was weird for everybody.
There
All
was
right.
a
Peace off. I
post
don't know.
conversation press conference. She sits down. She's like, "Yeah, I fucked up. It was awkward. It was really awkward. I shouldn't have done it that way, but here we are."
I thought I had him in the first half.
With the hi, how you doing?
Yeah.
Turns out
Felt
that
confident going in. They played a good game. You know what I mean? You can't argue with good baseball.
they got the fundamentals down, and that's kind of where we need to recoup, because I thought I had it, but
Yeah.
he really got me. But I think we're gonna take some time off, and we're gonna come back next time. We're gonna come back next year. We're gonna come back stronger. We're gonna come back better.
Fresh.
We're gonna work on our questions all off season.
100-game losing streak.
But why don't they have mid-game press conference? Where they're just like, how's it going for you out there? And they're like, yeah,
it works for football and basketball, but baseball, like you gotta wait until like the fucking 7th. You know what I mean?
Yeah, baseball. It's like it's 9. So
But also, who gives a shit about baseball?
yeah, they couldn't do because they have so much time during baseball. They're like, why didn't you do this earlier?
Yeah, they could be doing it the entire fucking time. Just anybody in the fucking dugout can just be like, yeah, he does look like a dig out there.
Yeah.
You're right.
You literally, you like hit as soon as you come back, you just sit down and you're just like, well, that didn't work out the way I thought it was going to.
Did you see that bee?
Yeah, there's a bee out there. There's a bee on the field.
Kind of fucked me up.
It's there. You guys can check it out. You guys can just walk out there right now. It's fine. No, it's fine.
I don't know if you know, but you can just develop an allergy at any point in your life.
This is what I hope that more people would talk about during sports, but it's health. Health check.
Terror of bees.
Bee terror.
Scary.
The Bee movie? That's a horror movie for me. Seinfeld made a horror movie.
It's the best thing that's ever happened.
I almost called Bill Gates. I almost did.
Hello, Mr. Gates.
Yeah, it's me again. And still not happy. Still not happy. One, I didn't get the chip. I got a chipless shot.
Do I get it later? Or do I have to put it in?
Do I have to buy the chip? And you just like put it in, or like what? I was under the impression that you were giving them out.
Right. Why weren't you at the vaccination site?
I thought you were gonna be there.
I didn't even see you.
I thought you were gonna be there, Bill. I went there to see you. It's like, Stan, dear Bill, I wrote you all these letters. You ain't calling.
I don't know why you ever wrote back. Probably busy. The man means a lot.
And then it's just Bill Gates' nerdy ass voice, just like, oh, well, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I never got the letters. I was busy jumping over chairs. Have you seen that video?
No.
Him jumping over the chair?
Oh, yeah. Where he was like, they're like, do you have any stupid human tricks? And he was like,
well, I can jump over a chair.
But he fucking does it. Like, all
well,
right.
they were like, we heard you can jump over chairs. And he's like, huh, it depends on the size of the chair. And it's like, all right,
but
fucking
it does.
Calm down. It definitely does. It definitely does. But it's like, but
it's like asking a fucking, like, I don't know, like a band geek or whatever, just be like, can you play that? It's like, well, it depends on that.
And
putting my eyebrows on before we get
recording.
Serious. Do you like that? Do you like that I put my eyebrows on too?
Yeah, you fucking like that, huh?
Do you like that?
You piece of shit. You eyebrowed fuck. I love it.
Eyebrowed fuck.
I love it when people call someone a fuck.
Fuck, yeah, that's a fucking... Shit wizard is my second favorite, but just calling somebody a fuck.
You fuck. Look at this fuck.
You fake eyebrowed fuck. I hope we never do this podcast.
Is that a singer, Mike Birbiglia? Is that some sort of... Is that a...
I'm a fan of music, he said.
Look, you weren't there, okay? You don't know.
Weren't, but you told me. I only know what you told me.
You don't know that.
You provided me the details.
The fear that was running through my body. Okay?
Being confronted by a stranger in public. Wah.
She was almost 5 foot. And I was like, whoa.
Meanwhile, I was like, Drew, can I please kick the ass of this fucking comedian? They're like, a lady.
2 different lives, you and me. Look at that. 2 different lives we're living right here.
Talk to me. No, because all these people are like from all over the country and just have...
Gross.
Gross.
Locals only, bro. I treat my comedy shows are like a beach in Hawaii. Locals only, bro.
Locals only, bro.
They should be the Hawaiian dude. Locals only, bro.
It's fun to hang out with a bunch of like Tennesseans. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is that people from Tennessee?
Yeah, like a bunch of queers from Tennessee attend the show. Like, not to brag, but I kind of have a following. All right, let's get down to business.
Just the way that you said it. I'd be like, if someone overheard, they'd be like, I don't think that's okay to say.
Bunch of Tennessean queers.
Just a bunch of queers from Tennessee. They'd be like, is that someone from Kentucky? Like, do they have beef?
I will call my album just a bunch of queers from Tennessee and do it in fucking Nashville. Ugh, eat it up.
All right. Speaking of queers from Tennessee, man, let's talk about rescuers down under.
Can you do a Australian accent?
Yeah, it's like pretty exaggerated though.
But they are too.
Well, fuck.
Okay, yeah. No, let's
get them just like them queers from Tennessee. All right.
If this isn't on the Patreon, I don't know what we're doing it for.
Welcome to the Older Kids Podcast, where we revisit movies from our childhood to see if they still hold up. And today, I messed it up.
Yeah!
Yes.
I'm gonna get my rope. I got my rope and rope out today. I think it's like Australian themed.
I'm gonna get my rope.
It's my rope and rope.
This is my podcasting rope.
It's actually a rope and rope.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's pretty
It's
crazy.
like wax, so it's like rope stepping and you do like
Oh.
Did you confuse rescuers with rescue rangers as a kid? Because I fucking did.
I did see your first message, and you did say rescue rangers down under.
I thought they were all related. It's like little critters doing some fuck rescuing, mice, squirrels, or whatever. How are they not related?
Is Rescue Rangers the Chippendale thing?
Pretty sure. At this point, I don't know to trust anything.
Rescue Rangers.
Because there's also like a big fuck ass bird, you know what I mean? That like is the pilot.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Rescue Rangers is Chippendale Rescue Rangers, and then that has Baloo. Right? And then that's
Which is from Jungle Book?
Yeah, but then that's what like Tailspin came off of, I think. Let me look.
But like the mice aren't even part of it. They're just like their own little weird society all by themselves.
Okay, yeah, no. Chippendale Rescue Rangers is different.
Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
That's
remember? But
Yeah.
then also, and the bug. That's good.
representation.
And then DuckTales, I guess, had the
DuckTales was different. Woo!
had the also the big white bird that's the pilot, and he wear a jacket but no pants, as is consistent in the DuckTales universe.
Oh, Tailspin was different. Tailspin was Baloo, though. Tailspin was Baloo, King Louie, and Shere Khan. Operate businesses.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm looking at the thing right now.
And they didn't expect this to be confusing to us as kids, being like, I think they're all friends. Okay. Oh!
And Tailspin was the yeah, Tailspin, yeah, Tailspin.
That was a hit.
And then what was the other one you said? The other one was
I don't know, dude.
DuckTales?
DuckTales. Well, yeah, we all know DuckTales.
Ooh. Yeah, that was different.
Which Darkwing Duck was a spinoff from.
Whenever there's trouble, just call DW. Darkwing Duck. Yeah.
Woo.
Should we just do this for the rest of the thing? Just come up with as many theme songs as we can that are bird or animal related?
Yeah, critter rescue related.
If it ain't got critters, it ain't rescuing nobody. I don't want to see it.
I have nothing. I have no interest whatsoever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fuck me for being confused.
Well, fuck me. Yeah.
Mice, squirrels, whatever. They were, chipmunks. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to all of
Wow. Arlo's over party.
I'm sorry to all the rescue.
I can see it though, because it is like a lot of rescues or like missions and
magical beasts and where to find them. The ninth in the Harry Potter series.
Yeah, I don't get
it's
down
a real
with that.
spin-off situation.
I don't.
All right, well, she's a transphobic piece of shit. So fuck
that is
her
true.
And the
that is true.
Wrote it on.
And it's like interesting. It's not funny, but it is kind of funny when you see someone just really dig in, and like just when all that came out, and that is like, ooh, that's fucked up, and she's like, I ain't scared, and you're like,
double down.
You're like, oh, all right, let's go
again.
Yeah. It's like you just don't see that anymore.
She literally, God, I hate that fucking slimy cunt. I will reserve that just for her. She's a fucking slimy cunt. She did promote a fucking website who makes like pins and merch and shit. it's all fucking turf rhetoric, and it's like real women are women, and like
Hell yeah.
and like she really fucking boasted that on her goddamn platform on Twitter, and like I don't know. I hope she fucking steps in dog shit with her bare feet, and like
Also,
and
like,
then a Lego.
the dog ate a Lego, but the dog's okay. Dog's
Yeah,
totally
yeah, yeah,
fine.
yeah. The dog's fine. Passed right through.
But also, like, what a like route to go if you are one of those like campaigns where you're like, real women are women, and we're gonna put it on pens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your life like? You like
They're like, you know,
I like
this would look sick
I
on
already know you sell oil. Like I already know
Yeah,
that. We can
yeah.
skip right past that.
We
You
sell
oily fucking bitch.
we sell
You already sell
oil. We sell crystal chargers and lanyards.
Oh, I wouldn't even like lump crystal chargers in there because I know some very good people. Crystal chargers.
That's true.
It's
That's
the
true.
moon, bro. It's
okay.
the moon.
Okay. Speaking of
Just
the
some oily bitch is like, I'm mad.
I'm an oil
I
bitch.
just found out about women's oppression, and I'm really taking it to heart.
Y'all hear about this? Y'all hear about this shit?
Man, it's like the same people that just like fantasize about being oppressed. You know what I mean? It's
Oof.
like Christians that are like,
Love
when
'em.
they come to prosecute us,
Love them.
bitch, when? Where?
Love them.
Not here. Like, yes, in other countries, sometime, like one time.
Yeah.
Like,
I did hear this chunk is gonna go on the Patreon, by the way. But I did hear one time when I was working at a podcast studio, overheard, it was engineering, so overheard during one podcast. They were all very, very religious, and actually she was Australian and she lives here, and she was saying that Christians are some of the most persecuted people on the planet right now, and it's only going to continue to get worse. And I literally was like,
bro.
just staring at like she's sitting back there, and I'm like, the fuck are you talking about?
In what fucking universe?
It was
like,
great.
But you know, also because you've heard it, there's like a fucking lilt in their voice when they say it because they're like horny
Yeah.
for the fantasy of being persecuted.
Yeah.
Because they're like, fucking everybody else is just persecuted all fucking, but we maybe too.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone else gets to tell me to shut up when I talk about things that I don't really know about. And when do I get to do that?
I grew up in a real problematic church and then joined 2 other problematic churches.
Said, fuck it, let's go for the turkey.
Like, yeah, I was like a youth. Like, they just keep tricking you into shit.
Yeah.
But one of the things that like happened at our summer camp is like they would literally LARP. Like, they would role play. They would fucking cosplay Christian persecution.
Oh, yeah,
and
that's where you lost
kidnap
me.
you fucking out of the cabins and shit and be like, do you believe in God? And like,
You're like,
if you
Steven?
said no,
is that you?
then you had to go to like camp jail or whatever. But if you said yes, then you got like tied up. Like they literally just they LARP persecute. It's fucking.
Are they still accepting
applications for camp counselors? Yeah,
yeah.
You can get in there.
I've been looking to get into LARPing, and no one will have me, and I just kind of
full benefit.
feel like this is just a real crash course. It's everything. Everything I'm gonna need to know. All right. Anyways, speaking about PTSD,
Tell me.
my real snow PTSD kicked in. Speaking of the animation, when they're in New York and he opens the doors to the hangars and all the snow, it's like I really like. People think on me. People think it's a freaking joke when I'm like, I hate snow. I don't like it. And they're like, oh, it's beautiful. Especially out here in LA, people are like, oh. And I'm like, it's cool for a day. After that, I'm like, get it out of here. I don't want to see it. I'm done. And really, since I've been away from it, when I see it in movies, when I see it in TV shows, I'm like, part of me is like revolted. I'm like that, like it just kicks in where I'm like, ugh, it's bad. Get it off my screen. And
are you triggered, bro? Are you fucking triggered?
Okay, first off, this podcast is my safe space.
Well, I mean, it shouldn't be, but all right.
Guess what? On your other arm, this is my podcast. You're taking
Did we
over.
record that part? I hope that part was.
Nope, just that part did not get recorded. Knock on wood, please don't. Bill Gates, we're joking.
Okay, please give me my chip.
But they, I'll wait by the mailbox, please. Thank you. But I don't. Yeah, just that snow part. Like, ooh.
I liked it. It's exhilarating. I feel like you really feel the wind. I feel like it's a really beautiful part of like cinema.
Yeah, just a cinema verite. I don't know what that is, but I've seen it.
Film.
A film. But
I respect your fucking snowphobia for sure. It makes such a mess, and we don't talk about that enough. What an awful mess!
I just picture you just opening up a big snowstorm. What a mess! Now we got to clean all this up.
Look at.
Just gross. But I mean, I guess you can say that is a high though of the movie, that it made me have such a strong reaction.
Yeah, I liked it in New York.
But anyways,
just a real quick shout out to Dumb and Dumber from Austria. Throw another shrimp on the bar.
Throw another shrimp on the Barbie.
Ah!
Damn, that movie. Okay, all right, you worked it back in. That movie is classic.
Bro, me and my fucking little sister genuinely had most of that movie memorized for like fucking 15 years.
Good.
Like there wasn't a fight that we didn't end, because you know when you like fight with your sibling, you don't like, okay, now we make up. You just like make the other one laugh.
Yeah, and you're like, all right, it's settled.
They don't want to. Yeah. So we would just be like, Harry, your hands are freezing. And like the other one would be like, fuck you. All right.
That movie is like, it's in. The first time I saw it, that was literally like a mind melting comedy experience. I'm like, how the fuck is this so funny? And it's like stupid, but like good stupid. And
and the soundtrack, and like there's no every single part of
like the I remember losing my mind. I think I was in middle school when I first saw it. Losing my mind. And it might be that it's when he's at the gas station and he's talking, he's chatting her up.
Yeah.
He's like, skis, huh?
Skis, huh?
They yours? She's like, yeah. Both of them? I fucking lost it. I was crying laughing. It is...
It's the little ones too, because when he like leaves the bar after he thinks he got stood up, Jim Carrey's character, and he sees the framed 1969 man on the moon. Good for us, or good for them, whatever.
He just said, no way. Throws the doors open. We landed on the moon.
Now this is about that.
I want to watch that movie so bad. That movie's so fucking insane.
Watch it. Yeah.
And it, like you said, it's quick. It goes through. The pacing of it is bing babu babu babu. We're doing it.
Yep.
And
there's no lulls.
Mm-mm.
The second that you learn even about what's his name, like the Randy Australian jumping mouse, you're like, love you, and then immediately you're like, fucking back away, bro.
Yeah.
He's trying to get with Bianca, and Bernard's not having fucking any part of it. But then you're like, also that dude is like charming as hell. Also, very much smacks of like Crocodile Dundee. Fucking vibes of like, there's a knife. This is a knife. You know what I mean? Like,
I caught a snake. I wrangled a snake. I fucked with its eyelids.
Look, and then he teaches Bernard how to like look him right in the face.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you tell him, and then he like wrangles a warthog. It's fun. Front to back. Also, this was the point I tried to make earlier, and I forgot that I talked to my dad about this. Which reminded me, because in the very beginning, this is how we find out, right, that Cody has like a job rescuing critters, is that there's a little mouse tied up that is acting as bait, you know what I mean, for bigger prey, and Cody goes and rescues him. And it reminded me of how my dad said, because we've had a bunch of coyotes in our neighborhood, and we have a very small dog, just a little tiny guy. that I tell him every day that he's too small to live here and he can't pay rent because he's too little. Um, but we can't let him out at night. Like we have to keep him on the leash. And my dad goes, well, you're not like tethering up, right? Like you're not like putting him on the leash and then like tethering him up. I were like, no.
Yeah.
That's how the goat dies in Jurassic Park. Like, absolutely not. And he goes, well, I don't remember Jurassic Park, but that is how we used to catch the cougars.
Oh.
Is we would tether a goat and then wait for the cougars to come and eat them. And I was like, oh, like the God, I grew up in a weird fucking place, dude. Sometimes I try to tell people stories and then everyone gets sad.
I don't know how. That was
I don't know why.
That was an uplifting one.
It was just a fun reminder of, oh, that was like bait for the cougars.
Yeah. But also, like, I don't know Jurassic Park, but I do know my real life that I did exactly
that's
that.
how we used to get them. Built different. Do you think that the guy that cracked the egg in his little bicep was inspired by Joanna? Built different.
You know, this is for rescuers down under with the giant lady tiny guy.
Built different.
Joanna,
how much fun does he seem like he would be to hang out with? You know what I mean?
The built different guy?
How excited are you to see him show up to a house party? Being like, oh, good.
Not really, because I went to
the
high school.
fucking built different guys here.
I went to... Hide your eggs. Hide your eggs, guys. He's cracking them. He's going to crack them.
This fucking
And everyone's
guy.
like, oh, whatever. 20 minutes later, in the living room, he's just got a pile of shells. And they're like, what the fuck, dude? I'm like, did I not tell you? Did I not tell you? Did I not tell you?
Don't let him on the carpet.
Yeah.
I literally have a list of 15 highs. And then lows, I have nothing. Like I wrote NOTHING, nothing.
Yeah.
There's no lows.
My first one is just literally everything. And then on the third rewatch, I was like, okay, I guess I got to come up with something more than just everything is good. But yeah, my main complaint is just that it's too quick. But it's not too quick as in like it's bad. It's just too quick as in like I want more. You know,
It's gratifying. Yeah, it's a movie that's definitely super rewatchable, which I enjoy, and then also it's gratifying in a way that like, yeah, I wish there were a third. We all know that there's not gonna be, but like, what a good feeling to come away from, rather than like, why the fuck?
Yeah.
Did y'all make this?
Yeah, exactly. They left on the best note.
Truly
really
a treat.
Yeah. So what were there some other ones you want to throw in quick before we get into prequel, sequel, reboot?
Oh, I did at the very end of my list just reiterate the size of that goddamn eagle. Because he's like,
just again, we all see it, right? We all see it.
He's like on her back and like barely even straddling her neck. He's a human child.
Yeah.
But
also it's like, how big is that kid though, you know?
I mean, if he was like extra little, I feel like that would have been a plot point of like, no, my son Cody, who's extra little.
Yeah, he's extra, like he's medically extra little.
No.
No, my extra small boy.
I had to get tiny desert boots for him because he's so little.
Those took so long to find. Although I will say, surprisingly, this was the least successful film released during the Disney Renaissance.
Fully bananas.
Isn't that nuts?
Wow, there's some like medium ones that I feel like got a lot of.
Yeah.
I can't think of any right now.
This also went up against Home Alone. I'm like pretty sure. Yeah. This
film
film,
feels right. It feels like 91.
It opened the same weekend as Home Alone.
No shit.
Yeah. So it's
that's the separation of like funny kids versus like Disney pure. It's the difference between Bart and Lisa Simpson and like Rod and Todd Flanders.
Yeah.
Because all the Rod and Todd Flanders kids are going to see the goddamn animated Disney, like a bunch of fucking marshmallows. You know what I mean? Like a bunch of fucking snowflakes.
But also incredibly dark stories either way. You got Home Alone,
which we did. Don't know that going in.
Which
You're
we
just
did.
Like, I'm not a kid.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. But Home Alone did with Jackie Brown, very funny episode. Check out the episode if you haven't already. And yeah, Home Alone, dark story about this kid either defending himself or terrorizing these burglars, however you want to look at it. Then you have this story of this kid who's literally Amber Alerted and just kind of rolling with it.
Yeah.
So dark weekend in the 90s.
But like, they got there. It hit.
Oh, it definitely
It's
did.
gratifying.
It's just crazy to me that it was not,
The same weekend, that is weird.
it was just not successful at all. And also this was, what does it say
Did it
here?
really not do well?
The financial failure, let me start that over. The financial failure discouraged Disney from releasing subsequent non-computer animated sequels in theaters.
No.
Though there were exceptions like Disney, Fantasia 2000, Peter Pan 2, and The Jungle Book 2. But also, like, who saw those?
There's no I would have never guessed in a million years that this wasn't like a fucking hit.
Yeah. But I mean, maybe it was also because of the time in between, you know?
Yeah.
It's like everyone who was young when the first one came out, 13 years later, they're in their 20s
None
probably.
of them kids, are still into animated Disney shit.
Yeah.
And it's not enough time for their parents to be like, oh, you know, this was a treat. Now you got to watch it.
Yeah, that's true. If you were young when the first one came out and you have a kid 13 years later, you're probably not like, let me go take my kid to the movies. You're like,
well, I hope community college went really good for you.
I was gonna say, you're knocking on dorm rooms like, hey, can you watch my kid while I go to Calc? Like, you're figuring stuff out.
I don't think any of this is okay to say, but it's very funny.
Yeah, but it's for Patreon, baby.
Thank God.
Everything's okay on Patreon.
Oh, good, because I've been fucking meaning to say.
I got a whole nother list of shit to get through. I got a whole nother list.
I love everything about this movie.
Yeah.
I wish I had something more critical to say, but like, I'm probably going to watch it again tonight.
Yeah, it holds up. It holds up very well. It is like insane how much I like this movie.
Again, I want to say like Wilbur in the post credits when he's like left to sit on the eggs.
Where are you? Okay, that's it. I'm out of here. This is ridiculous. You can't leave me here alone. I'm gone. I am gone. Oh, no. Stay in those eggs. That's a direct order. Oh.
Hey, you're kind of a cute little feller. Coochie, coochie, coochie.
Whoa!
To me, that was like comedy genius because like we hadn't really seen post credits before, and then for John Candy to just have an entire moment, I don't know. Yeah, I'm literally searching for something critical or more interesting to say, but I just keep remembering things that I like about it.
You're like, oh yeah, another part that I didn't. No, actually, I fucking love that part.
No, I really like that every part.
Yeah.
All right, I really like when the kid gets hung over the crocodile pool and it's like really scary, but like
you have a villain.
This is how I'm gonna teach you how to fish for croc. Like it's so scary.
You have a villain that is literally like, I'm going to feed this child to crocodiles.
Terrifying.
And not even like he talks about it, like he gets there. He's going to do it. He's in the act of doing it.
Angling, to get this kid eaten up. He immediately throws him in a fucking cage with another critter. Like he doesn't give a fuck about this kid.
One of the
he hopes he dies.
Yeah, I will say this is the scariest Disney villain ever.
Yeah, because it doesn't feel like there's a like limit or an end. Yeah. Okay, much in the same way to me that Cruella de Vil scared me as a kid too, because her mania felt like there wouldn't be a natural like limitation in any way.
Yeah.
Like for some other Disney villains, Ursula, Scar, Jafar, like there's some that feels like there's some things they maybe not even morally wouldn't get into, but they just wouldn't be interested in.
Yeah.
And these like mania villains.
Yeah.
With these two.
For him.
Yeah,
for him, he's literally just like, I don't look, dude. I'm gonna tell you two things about me. Okay, I got a pet lizard named Joanna. 2, I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna get a kid eaten by a croc.
I'm gonna feed a kid. Hi, my name is McLeach, and welcome to Jackass. Damn it, Joanna. Yeah,
If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. Is that it? Is he gonna be?
that
Gonna
sounds
be
about right.
dumb?
That makes
You
sense.
gotta be. If you get knocked down, you gotta get back up. If you're gonna be dumb, you're gonna be tough. I want to see Bianca and Bernard adopt a bunch of kids,
Yeah,
human children.
just like cheaper by the dozen, but with them.
Who, but like better. Who plays Wilbur?
Who plays Wilbur? John Candy. What's going on right now?
John Goodman's alive.
Okay, in the I thought you were asking about like in the movie who played him. I was like,
Did you think I just forgot? Bro, come on.
but then like the pause, I was like, is this like a
I was waiting for you to remember and be like, oh.
No, I thought it was like a gotcha moment. Like,
Yeah, I was trying to gotcha, but you never gotcha.
yeah. Tell you two things about me. I got a podcast and I don't get gotcha'd.
I will stick to my bit.
But I'm what we call in the comedy world insufferable.
Maybe John Goodman. That would be delicious.
John
That
Goodman,
would
yeah.
be...
It's the third brother.
Or yeah. And he's older and kind of tired.
All right,
Kind of
I like
creepy.
that. My only idea was I think that this family is in the like Cody and his mom are in the witness protection program, and that's why they are in Australia in the outback by themselves. No outside world. And I just want to know how that happened.
We're getting a backstory as to why they fucking built a house in inhabitable fucking
Yeah.
outback. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
I want to know how that I like assume New York, something happened in New York, organized crime.
I think they're British.
Do you think so?
Isn't that their accent kind of?
His
Or did I
isn't.
make that up? I don't really remember.
No, his is not British.
He's just like an American kid.
Yeah. He's just a good old
He's American.
American kid. But yeah, I just think some organized crime in New York, and then they gotta leave. Something kind of like Goodfellas, you know?
This is funny to think about. Like, this isn't Cody's first like brush with goddamn
Yeah.
evil mastermind, and like Cody.
That's why he's like
again.
that's why he's so unfazed, and he like isn't like I'm about to die. He's just
He's
like
so
"Ugh,
brave.
these guys always up to their
He's
shit.
like, because I mean, after you've seen the fucking Sopranos, which was who
Yeah.
you got abducted by the first time,
Hey, oh, okay. All right, Tony. Okay. I like this. I like this.
and he's like, "You survived the Sopranos.
Then you get a
Nothing fucking phases you."
That's what she tells him every day. He's like, Mom, I don't want to go out there. It's scary. And she's like, you survived the Sopranos.
Sopranos.
God damn it. You're an American.
You're
Yeah, it turns out they're
You're a
really
survivor.
they're really xenophobic. That's like the
And he sings him Beyonce. You're a survivor. Keep on surviving. Keep on survivor.
yeah, that's like Cody's running like along the beach trying to run away from, you know, some monster, and then Destiny's Child is in the background filming the video. Now that's take note, Marvel. That's a cinematic universe, okay?
You're welcome.
Boom.